So this is just another quick demonstration on getting your store ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. This can also apply to any time you want to do a discount across all of your products, all over your store, or a subset of products that you don't want to use a discount code for. So sometimes discount codes aren't going to be what's important or not going to work for you, and instead you want to discount your products. So you can do this very easily by going into each individual product, changing the main price and the compare at price. So if you're not familiar with that, you'll see pricing of price and compare at price. So what we can say is instead we're going to discount this to $45 and the original price is $55. If I save that, I'm going to go take a look at this on our front end. So this is $55 from before. Now it's going to show us the $55 scratched out and the $45 as well as the discount percentage here. So this is for the Empire theme that's doing that for us. So that's great, and that shows up really nicely and can be very effective for sales and things like that. So what we want to do is be able to apply this to all of our different products potentially. So we can do that by going back into the admin, going back to our products, and selecting which products we want to edit. So I'm going to just use all the 20 products that are here as an example, check them all off, and click on Edit Products. This opens up a bulk editor screen where I can go through and make those changes. You can see this black leather bag is already here as 45 and the compare price is 55. You can add additional fields here as well. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can bulk edit these really easily from here and drag and drop to fill these in. So you can actually quickly go through and change all of them at once. Now, you might say, well, how do I apply an 18% or a 20% discount to all of these? You can't really do that here. There's not really a function to go in and make these changes. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to go back to products and we're going to export everything. So we're going to say export the current page or all of your products or whichever ones you've selected, it's up to you. I'm going to select all products and then I'm going to export them. That's going to create a email and it's going to send me that file. I already have a copy of that file here and I'm going to load it up on my screen. And you can see that this is a CSV formatted file. If you're not familiar with these files, they're essentially just a list of all of your products. You can see the product handle, the title, different pieces of information. And you can modify things here and then import this back and it will update them. So a lot of this is going to stay exactly the same. We're really not going to do much here in terms of the changes to the handle or any of the other fields. We're really going to focus on two fields. One of them that's variant price and the other one that's variant compare at price. You can see that first one here already is my black leather bag and it has a variant price of 45 and a variant compare at price of 55. What we want to do is I'm going to make this 55 again just so that we're in the same spot. So we have all of our regular prices of 55, 41, 62, etc. And this is for every single variant. All of these amounts are eventually going to be our compare at price. So what we're going to do is we're going to move all of this over. There's a couple ways that you can do this. What I typically like to do is I just insert another column beside us here. I take these and I drag them over and I get rid of this V column. So effectively all I've done is made all of our current prices under the variant compare at price. Now what I want to do is apply a 25% discount to every single product that I have. So 25%, I could calculate it out and type it in, or I can use a formula in Excel. Because we're in Excel, we're able to do this formula. This would work very similar if you're using Google Sheets or any other spreadsheet type program. So instead of just typing in the number here, I'm going to select that and I'm going to multiply it by 0.75. So that's going to take my 25% off and it's going to give me a number. And then I'm going to fill that down. And it's going to automatically fill all of that information down for me. And you can see all of these numbers have now a different field in there. So that's great. I'm going to save this file and I'm going to note where it's saved and how it's been saved. I'm going to switch over back to my Shopify store and I'm going to import that file. There's a few things that you need to do here. One, make sure you've selected the right file. And two, make sure you overwrite any existing products that have the same product handle. If you don't do this, it's going to automatically add all of these different products in for you a second time. You don't want that. So what we're going to say is overwrite any existing products that have the same product handle and upload the file. Shopify is going to show you an example of kind of what's happening. But basically right now we know that that's the title of the bag, the description, and here's that information about it. And you can see that first one is $55 scratched out, $41.25 is the correct price. So we're going to start that import, and it takes a little bit of time. Shopify will take, a few minutes sometimes it takes an hour. It depends on how many products you have and how many fields you've updated. I'm going to close this and I'm going to refresh this screen. And while you guys can't see that time has passed, about 5 minutes has passed. So everything is now updated. And if we go into any of these products, such as my black leather bag here, we're going to see that it's now discounted $55 and $41.25. We can scroll through and go to the other products and take a look at them as well. So we can go in and see that these now have different pricing points on them. And if we go to the front end and take a look at this particular product, we can see that there, and we can see the saving of 25%. And if we change our variants, those different numbers add up as well. They are all changing for us within that theme. So that's another way of doing that. And what's great about this is you can revert it back to your original pricing very easily, just by taking that exact same sheet and downloading it, making changes to it, and putting it back up on your store. If you have any other questions about this tutorial, feel free to reach out and we are happy to help. Thanks.